This league is about the LGBTQ and setting up lesbian women as icons for your children. Correct. And Caitlyn, until we can get you fully on board with that message, we're not leaning into you.
Shocking stuff coming out of the WNBA locker room right now. An insider claims WNBA star Caitlyn Clark was allegedly found unconscious in the locker room, with medics called in after she wouldn't respond. And people are saying it happened after she pushed too far, exposing WNBA secret sex cult and what they describe as a secret side of the league tied to post-game situations. What's wild is how fast things seem to shift. Caitlyn Clark stepped into the league, and within just months, it felt like the energy around her completely changed. And if you've been watching closely, you already know this isn't just about basketball anymore, because now people are asking, what exactly changed when Caitlyn Clark showed up?
The WNBA has made it clear, and the Indiana Fever, to me, have made it clear, hey, we're not in this all together. Caitlyn Clark has her team of people, we have our team of people, and we're in a knockdown, drag-out war. We're going to break Caitlyn Clark.
Now, before we even get into the deeper part of this, you gotta understand something. Caitlyn didn't just come into the league as a rookie. She came in as the story. Packed arenas, sold out games, more cameras than some playoff series. And the second she stepped on the court, everything around her got louder.
Was it the new WNBA commissioner who suggested that the entire WNBA should have been on the cover of the Time magazine honor for Caitlyn Clark, Marvin?
It was the owner of the Washington Mystics.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But here's where things start to feel off, because while the fans were celebrating her, some players weren't. You could feel it in the fouls, in the body language, in how certain moments just kept building up.
Hate that these WNBA players have for Caitlyn Clark is so obvious now, it's not even fun. It's like poked in the eye and then absolutely bodied by this other player right here. Yo, she ain't even really doing anything crazy. Like, she's like, yo, my eye, and then she kind of bumps into Shorty over there. And then, yo, we got two enforcers, bro. Number 3 comes out of nowhere with a blindside block.
Now listen to this.
Well, that would make me pretty tired before a game, but I mean, a lot of my work, whether it's before practice or after practice, like it's usually with some sort of contact. Even, you know, I'll even do a little bit pregame where there is a little bit of contact, usually when I'm getting downhill. And
this is Caitlyn herself talking about how she prepares for games. She said, I'll even do a little bit pregame where there is contact. If I don't get hit, maybe I'm off balance. Now that might sound normal at first, but when you really sit with it, she's saying she needs contact just to feel ready. That's not just a warm-up, that's her trying to adjust. And that's where people started connecting dots, because this isn't the first time we've heard about the WNBA having a different kind of environment. Take Candace Wiggins, for example. She spoke about her experience in the league, and it wasn't pretty. She said it felt toxic, like it was wearing her down mentally, and at times she honestly felt singled out. Now hold up for a second, because this is exactly where everything shifts. That was years ago, whole different era, whole different players, but now people are starting to ask, what if some of that never really changed? And this is where Caitlyn Clark becomes the center of everything, because she doesn't just play different, she is different. Now let's be real for a second. Caitlyn Clark pulled in a whole new crowd, new fans, fresh attention, more money, and with that came something the league wasn't fully ready for: debate. You got people saying her popularity is earned, others saying it's influenced by race, image, or media bias, and whether you agree or not, that conversation alone changed the energy around the league. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable, because when one player becomes bigger than the system usually pushes back, and you could see that tension building game after game, moment after moment. But at the same time, Caitlyn kept performing, even after injuries, even after all the noise. She comes back and casually puts up 17 points and 12 assists off the bench, and fans went crazy, calling it a masterclass and saying she didn't miss a single step.
17 points in just 19 minutes of play and 12 assists. 12 assists. That is the second most assists in a game in FIBA qualifying history. 12 assists, and this is just her first game back.
Now here's the crazy part. While all this is happening on the court, off the court, a whole different story is building. Before we get into that, look at this moment. Caitlyn sitting courtside at an NBA game, camera in hand, relaxed, smiling, just enjoying basketball. Now look at how she shows up during some WNBA games. The energy shifts, the pressure feels heavier, and the whole vibe changes. And people started asking, why does she look more comfortable outside her own league? Now add this on top. The WNBA has already been dealing with viral moments that don't even feel like basketball. Stuff getting tossed onto the court, games stopping mid-play, strange headlines taking over everything.
Why are WNBA players getting hit with dildos? This is one of the wildest sports headlines that has been around this week. Over the last month, WNBA games have been interrupted by flying sex toys hitting the court. And not just any kind of sex toy. Neon green dildo.
So now the conversation shifts again, because if things are chaotic in public, what's happening behind closed doors? And this is when the internet does what it always does, starts guessing, linking things together, and coming up with its own theories. You got fans saying Caitlyn is being targeted, others saying she's just not used to the league yet, and then there's a third group saying she's exposing something without even trying to. Now before you jump to conclusions, let's ground this, because Caitlyn herself keeps it simple. She said this:
I never want to stop being coached. I never want to stop being told what's right, what's wrong, no matter how good I play, how bad I play. Like, there's always things to learn, things to get better at, and that's what I love about her is she holds me to a very high standard, and yeah, she's gonna get on me because she knows there's still areas for me to improve, and this team relies on me a lot, whether it's emotionally or to score or to bring the energy, and I think that's just always something that she holds me to a high standard in that regard, and that's something I really appreciate.
That says it all. She's locked in, fully focused, and working to get better. But here's the tension, because when someone is that focused and everything around them feels messy, it creates friction. And that friction, that's what we're seeing play out right now, because this isn't just about Caitlyn. This is about what she represents. She represents change, a different crowd tuning in, different standards being set, and all eyes suddenly on her. And not everyone benefits from that change. Some players feel overlooked, some feel replaced, some feel like the league is shifting away from them, and when that happens, it doesn't stay quiet. It shows up during games, in interviews, and in those small moments that don't seem like much at first, but slowly build up over time. Now think about it. Caitlyn Clark is packing arenas, pulling in millions of new eyes, and flipping the whole conversation around the league. But at the same time, she's also dealing with more pressure than any rookie we've seen in a long time. So now the question isn't just, is she good? We already know she is. The real question is, can she survive the environment around her? Because that environment isn't just physical, it hits your mind, your emotions, and sometimes even feels political. Now this is where it really gets interesting, because the league needs her. Let's just be real. Ratings are up, tickets are selling, and the spotlight, it's louder than ever. But needing someone and accepting them, that's not always the same thing. And that's where the tension sits, right in the middle. Now picture this moving forward. Every game brings more eyes on you, more pressure building, and higher expectations piling up. And every move she makes gets analyzed. So now every moment matters, because people aren't just watching Caitlyn Clark play basketball anymore, they're watching what she represents. And whether you believe she's being treated unfairly or just going through normal rookie struggles, one thing is clear: this situation is bigger than her. It's about the direction of the league, the culture, the future, and right now it feels like everything is colliding at once. So now we're left with one question: is Caitlyn Clark just another star adjusting to the WNBA, or is she the player that's quietly forcing the league to face something it's been avoiding for years? Because if it's the second one, then this story is nowhere near over.